my beautiful people, welcome back to another very exciting night tonight. First, before we get started, I wanted to show you our dried results for our first painting in our Goddess series. This is Shimmering Thea, and I love how this turned out. I was very, very pleasantly surprised. As it dried, it seemed to get prettier, which made me very happy. I don't know if you guys can see all the Pebeo iridescence shifting on there and doing beautiful things, but I'm really, really happy with how this turned out. You see that beautiful bronze and the iridescent blue-green and the red blue and the orange and the yellow, and I'm just very happy with this one. I love that shimmering ethereal look that was very indicative of the Goddess Thea. So this was the first one in our Goddess series. I will link that video for you guys up here so you guys can take a look. So that's the first exciting thing. The second exciting thing is, since we are going to Dublin and we are teaching Fluid Art Boutique in a castle, I am going to be using some Owatrol when we are there. So I have gotten some Owatrol to test with, and I have mixed my pouring medium tonight is Owatrol and my gel gloss. So instead of Floetrol, I'm just using this. And I'll show you what it looks like. Nice and creamy. Don't see a lot of differences in it. This is a little thicker than I usually have it when I'm mixing the paints in there. But the only difference seems to be this is slightly more gelatinous than Floetrol. But otherwise I don't see any huge differences. So I'm excited to see how this painting has turned out. So I have mixed all of these paints with this pouring medium, the Owatrol and the gel gloss. And we'll see what happens. But I wanted to do this especially for our European viewers who are going to be pouring with us, and you know what we're going to be using while we're in Dublin is Owatrol, because Floetrol is not that available over there. So let's go ahead and get started. Now that I've shown you both of those things, I'm very excited. Just put that over there for now. Okay, so the colors we're using, I wanted to use some of those same colors. First I was going to use the leftovers, and I was like, wait, I've got to mix them up with Owatrol. So this is all mixed with Owatrol. So this first one is Pebeo's Alizarin Crimson. And it looks a little murkier in here than it does in the tube. In the tube it's this very nice darker color, so I'm assuming it's going to dry like this. So this just looks like it's lightened up a little bit, probably because of the Owatrol. So this is the Alizarin Crimson from Pebeo. Then I also have the red blue, iridescent red blue, that I've been loving lately. Let's put that away. This one looked a little bit orangey on camera last time, but this is actually, it's more like a strawberry color with that really pretty blue violet shift on it. Everything's kind of thick tonight, mound on a mound, sinking into itself, not super, super quickly. And like I said, I think it's got that gelatinousness to it from the Owatrol. I also have some of the iridescent orange yellow, which is just beautiful, and I really liked this one with the red and the yellow in that last piece, so that's why we're repeating that color combination. Very pretty stuff. That's the iridescent orange yellow. I also have some of my DecoArt Americana Decor metallics in 24 karat gold, and this one is thick. And I have resisted the temptation to thin this out, because every time I thin it out, I regret it. So we're keeping our gold nice and thick. And I would always recommend with your metallics, you just keep them a smidge thicker than everything else. Because if you don't, then they get thin and you just get that gold sort of sheen floating on the surface. This is Amsterdam Naples Yellow. Beautiful color. I love this. And we have some Amsterdam Titanium White. Okay. Everything feels very kind of gelatinous. So we're going to layer 2 cups. I have a 15 by 30. We're going to be doing our WanderRing pour that I'm also teaching in Dublin at Fluid Art Boutique. And I have a little bit of a different idea. We're going to do a variation on that than I have done previously. Okay, so let's layer these. I'm actually going to start with a little bit of gold in the bottom of both of them. And we're going to come in with that Alizarin Crimson. Do you think we should go in order from dark to light, or we should just sort of mix it all up a little bit?
I think you should layer with contrast.
I always layer with contrast, but...
And I don't think I've seen you go in order much, so maybe let's try that.
All right. Put some of our iridescent red blue in there. I'm going to put a tiny bit of gold in there too. It's very small amounts. And we're going to come into the iridescent orange yellow. I'm going to do some Naples Yellow. And some white. Bit more gold. In this case, I'm using the gold as a barrier between, like, for example, the white and that Alizarin Crimson, because I really don't want to get pink. So a small layer of gold and then a bigger layer of the Alizarin Crimson keeps it from mixing with the white. Okay, red blue. Gold again. Orange. Naples Yellow. A little bit white. One more layer of the Alizarin Crimson on there.
How similar is that to one of my favorite paint names ever, Caput Mortem?
It looks like it while it's wet, but hopefully it's not going to be that color when it's dry. Okay, so I want to end it there. I kind of want to put some... I'm going to put this one layer of the red blue on there. Okay, so that's good. This out of the way.
Top it off with some shoulder. That's my guy.
Twist my arm.
I don't think it was a very hard sell. Didn't have to work that hard on that one.
All right. Okay. So I have here as my base coat color Prussian Blue from Golden. This is beautiful. And this is slightly thinner than that, but this is also mixed with the Owatrol and the Gel Gloss. Okay, so that we can actually conduct our experiment efficiently. So this is a 15 by 30 inch gallery wrap canvas from Artist Loft. I have taped and pinned the back and painted my sides and edges with that Prussian Blue. Alright, so we're going to take our base coat. And I have 2 cups because I didn't think one was going to be enough and I was out of those big huge 1/4 cups. So what we're going to do that's a little different tonight, lately I've been doing the WanderRing ring pours across one edge and tilting them out to get them to look sort of mountainy, but I want to try something a little different tonight. So we're going to actually pour this across this way, and we're going to take a page from my Wanderlust pour and we're going to pour them from 2 opposing directions. Let's see what happens with that. I'm just going to tilt this out just a little bit to stretch it and spread it out.
So how is this different than a strictly speaking Wanderlust pour?
Well, the Wanderlust pour is a wandering straight pour. This is going to be a wandering ring pour. Alright. Are you ready, husband of awesomeness?
Yes, my love.
We're going to start over here and we're going to go diagonally.
Aye, lass.
We're going to do a wandering ring pour. Here we go. And speed, I find, is important with these. Because if you go slow, your lines get wonky and wiggly. Whereas if you maintain your speed, then they don't. That's what you want. Okay, now I'm going to turn it around. And we're going to start over here. Are you ready, husband of awesomeness?
I last that I am.
Here we go. Okay. That's pretty cool. Go that way. I'm gonna just pour some of this over here because I don't want it to roll over itself.
It's a little thicker than usual.
Yeah, that's the Owatrol is a little more gelatinous than the Floetrol.
A little gummy.
No, it's not as watery. So I guess that means if I do it again, I'll just use more water in my recipe. I think this is gonna be really pretty. Alright, so I'm liking these lines that we got going on in here. They're really, really pretty. I love that color combination with the alizarin and the red blue and the iridescent orange yellow and the Naples. I think is really pretty. Okay, let's tilt this out a little bit. Find where the weight of the paint is. We're gonna go around this way and off of this edge. That's pretty. Huh. Cool. Cool looking. I like the lines. Should I probably need?
What's that? Ah, okay. That old chestnut. We should try a chestnut, actually.
No, we could want a chestnut. Okay. But I do want to put the marble through there. Or the golf ball. I think we're going to start over here. And we're going to just do this nice and easy. And we're just going to use this to incorporate the edges into the blue. I think it's got some dried paint on there. There we go. Now we're moving nice. Okay.
Ooh, that was really cool.
Yeah. I like that.
I never doubted you for a second.
I'm just gonna take this side down a little bit more. See if it's moving. Moving?
Really slowly.
Yeah.
Glacier pace. At a glacial pace.
It is moving. That's good. I like that. What do you think, honey?
I like it.
You do?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. I like it too. I think there's some really pretty parts in here.
Forget how awesome the ball wreck works sometimes.
I like using it for just a very minimal
Yeah.
blending. Like in this application, it was perfect because it just took those edges and smoothed it out and gave it something comprehensive. I'm loving this. This is really pretty, and this is really pretty. Not completely crazy about this section, which is why I was thinking about tilting that down, which I still wouldn't mind doing if we can get the paint to move, but I don't know if it will where I want it to. And it's not. I think we're just gonna stop there. I like that. I think it looks cool. So this was fun. This was a variation on our WanderRing ring pour mixed with the Wanderlust pour going from both directions, but this was a ring pour rather than a straight pour. But I think this one turned out pretty neat. I will show you guys when it's dry. This was fun. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight, and we will be back on Sunday with another in our Goddess series. And this one was suggested by my sweet friend Fiona from Fiona Art. So I'm very excited to share this one with you. And we'll see you on Sunday. Thanks for being here. Have a great night. Okay. Cool. So I think this is the top over here. And that's the bottom. Cool. We're good.
It's good. I can tell. All right.